I played Halo for the first time this weekend. No, not Halo Infinite, but Halo in general. I've been on PlayStation since PS1, right up to PS4. I've never owned an Xbox, so I never really had a reason to play Halo. But for years, I've heard this is one of the best games ever, and the new Halo Infinite multiplayer is free, so I was like, fuck it, I'll try it. Let's see what this game's got. And after playing it for the first 30 minutes, I uninstalled. I uninstalled that so fast. I was not having fun. But after seeing everyone on my timeline on Twitter just posting about Halo and having fun, I was just like, am I doing something wrong? Then I saw somebody said that the game plays better with a controller, so I was like, alright, I like to be fair. I'll give it a second chance. So re-downloaded it, and they were right. The game does play better with the controller in my opinion. And so here are my thoughts on playing Halo for the first time. Honestly, it gets a thumbs up for me. I see why people like it. As to why I uninstalled, I'll get back to that later in the video. But first impressions, it's pretty fun. I see why people like it. Most of my fun, I will say, came from the fact that it has been so long since I was genuinely this bad at a game. Like, I'm straight fucking trash. One of the hardest things for me to get accustomed to was just like not aiming down sight, because all the competitive games I played do ADS, and this, not so much. I mean, there are a few guns you could aim down the scope, but most of the time you just hip fire. I think that was the hardest hurdle for me to get over. But once I did, I started having a lot of fun. I actually think the pistol is my favorite weapon, believe it or not. Between that and I think it's the Commando or the Commander, whichever it's called, I like both of those guns. I tried the arena mode, was not a fan of that, but I really started having fun once I played with the big mode, whatever it's called, big player battles or some shit. Don't quote me on this. I don't know anything about this game. But I played that, and that shit was fun. That was, it had TDM, capture the flag, something called Stronghold, and I don't remember what it's called, but we'll just call it Conquest. It played like Conquest from Battlefield. If I'm being honest, I think Halo Infinite is doing Battlefield better than Battlefield is doing it right now. Their Conquest mode is pretty fucking fun. When you capture all 3 points, then they just switch to another side of the map, so it's not like that the team that captured those points can just hold those flags for the entire match. I actually think it's pretty cool. So they swap the flags, and then you got a fresh chance to pull back the game. And it wasn't that many players, but it was fucking chaotic. There was ragdolls going everywhere. People were driving cars and just flipping them. I had a lot of fun, even though I was being pretty bad. And yeah, it's been a pretty long time since I've been this bad at a game. I remember I was in the Conquest mode, and I was running past a Jeep, and a guy was in the turret seat, shot at me to signal me to drive, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll drive. I'll take us to the point. So I immediately just hop in the wrong seat, because on my side of the world, these steering wheels on this side. I'm just like, yo, why isn't this moving? And I turn the camera and I see the steering wheel on the other side. I get out, I run around, and hop in, and I'm like, alright, fuck it, let's go. And I'm pressing all the buttons, and this Jeep would not move. I'm pressing the horn, I'm seeing the brake lights come up, and it wouldn't move. And he turns the turret, and I just feel him thinking, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Drive. I immediately hop out and just run away. I was so embarrassed. I was just like, fuck no, you are not gonna clip me and put me on the internet look like a fucking idiot. Which is ironic, because this entire video is me looking like a fucking idiot in gameplay, because I'm so bad at this game. But it's like, hey, if anybody's gonna expose me for views, it's gonna be me. I actually squatted up with a friend, and she carried me for 3 hours. So Alex, shoutouts to you for carrying me for 3 hours. We won like 2 matches in 3 hours, because I wasn't doing shit. Like, she was dropping bodies, and I was just getting dropped. If I'm being honest, there's not much about this game that I didn't like. The only thing I could say I didn't like was probably just the arena modes, but well, that and the battle pass feels a bit grindy. But other than that, I kind of liked everything that I played. I liked the maps. They have the same thing that Apex has this season, those cannons that just launch you across the map. That was pretty fun. Honestly, the game is kind of retro. The original reason I didn't like it is that it felt like a pretty old game. There was no loadouts, there's no attachments. Everything that I'm accustomed to, not there. Everyone spawns in with the same gun, and you just run around and pick up guns. Yeah, that's the original reason I didn't like it. It just felt so bare bones, and it's pretty basic. But in the end, that kind of is the reason I ended up liking it. Because, yeah, it's just basic. You just take up guns, you run around, you shoot people, and you just ragdoll everywhere. It's pretty fucking fun. Honestly, the game has a lot more depth than I thought it would. The customization is fucking amazing. The battle pass, even though it's grindy, everything in there looks good. You can change the color of your guy. I don't know what's the official term for the Halo people, you know what I mean. The guy you play as, you can change the color. You can put stickers on them. There's like effects. There's a helmet with fire. There's a fucking samurai suit. So customization for Halo gets 10 out of 10. It kind of reminds me of Destiny's level of customization. What else? Also the same thing for like your weapons. You can put charms on your gun. You can put on paint, stickers, change the camos. So I was not expecting that, honestly. I was not expecting that level of customization from a multiplayer game like this. Also the weapons, I like the variety of weapons. I'm not sure if it's because I'm a beginner and I suck at this right now that I'm getting matched with other players that are just as bad as me. But when it comes to weapons and stuff, it actually feels it feels pretty balanced. Even if you get one of the super weapons like the sword and shit, it doesn't feel too OP because you know the person that's going ham with those weapons, they won't have them for very long because there's very limited ammo and the guns respawn, but they don't respawn that fast. So in terms of balance, I think this is a pretty balanced game. Again, maybe for the people out there that are in platinum rank or whatever, maybe you'll disagree with me. That's fine. I'll trust your word over mine. But for now, I'll say that's something else I like. It feels pretty balanced. Also, I gotta mention the performance. The performance was great. It feels so good to play a game that just fucking works. There was no lags. The game only crashed on me once, and then again, that was after playing for like 3 hours. Didn't drop out, no disconnects, nothing. The game worked, so shout out to 343 for making a game that works. But do I think that this is one of the greatest games ever? No, but I can see why people like it. Mechanically, it's pretty basic, so that's why I don't think it's one of the greatest games ever. But I think the reason people say it's one of the greatest games ever is because of I guess the experience. You squad it with friends and you just do some chaotic shit for a couple hours, and this happens to be the game that you do that with. So I guess for me personally, my Halo would be Battlefield 3 and 4. I think that's the my golden era of gaming. I got a ton of memories with friends playing those games. We were just doing a bunch of crazy shit. So yeah, for me, Halo's the equivalent of Battlefield 3 and 4. But this game is pretty good. It's I would have to say this is probably one of the most fun FPS games I played this year. I've tried Battlefield, I've tried Call of Duty. They had a free weekend also this weekend, I think it was. Didn't really enjoy that much. Didn't enjoy Battlefield either. But this game, yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. As to why I originally uninstalled after playing the first 30 minutes, I think it's like 3 reasons I didn't really enjoy this game the first time I tried it. The first one's gonna be the controller issue. I play on mouse and keyboard, and I think I was taking it a bit too serious because I like competitive games, and I see people hitting all these trick shots with Halo, so I was just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna be doing that. Spoiler alert, I was not doing that. I was just, I spent most of this weekend watching other people run around because I was in the death screen waiting to respawn. But yeah, so gameplay is better on controller. That was the first thing that helped. The second thing was, I think it was mostly my expectations. Because again, for years, like 10 plus years, I'm hearing Halo is one of the greatest games ever. So my expectations were like up here. And then when I played the game, it's so mechanically basic. You know, the game is just like down here. So that gap in expectation and what I played, I definitely think kind of hurt my first impressions. But so when I reinstalled the second time, I kind of knew what I was getting into. So once I accepted that, you know, this is how the game is, then yeah, I kind of had more fun. So there's a tip for you gamers: accept the game for what it is and not what you want it to be, and you probably will enjoy it a bit more. In fact, I think that's advice for life that transcends gaming. Accept things for what they are, not what you want them to be, and you will be a lot less disappointed. So I probably will continue to play this. This is probably gonna be a game that I just throw into the category of I want to turn off my mind and shoot something, and I'll probably pick this up. Because I have not been playing Apex a lot recently. If you subscribe for Apex content, my bad. I will probably get back to it at some point, but for right now I'm just having fun with other games. So yeah, again, Halo gets thumbs up for me, and yeah, I pretty much enjoyed it. I normally say, you know, this game is free, go try it, but if I'm being honest, I think I'm the only person that hasn't played Halo. yet. So yeah, if you've been playing Halo since it launched, what are your thoughts on it? You can leave them down in the comments down below, and subscribe for more videos. I'm not sure what type of videos. I'm just trying these new commentary style videos because I'm tired editing. These videos are pretty low effort, so I don't know. If you like this, then subscribe for more content that's gonna be like this for a little bit. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.